Welcome back to more Brotato. We're still trying to get to wave 30 on Danger Zero. Will that happen? We're going to find out. Random Potato all the way. Looks like we got Hunter. Additional range, 1% damage for every 10 range you have. Critical chance modifiers are increased by 25%. Negative harvesting or at least we won't get harvesting. And then we also have a reduction of max HP. We could take this one, the Thief Stagger, which will give us money, 50% chance at least. Or we could take the Shuriken. Taking the Shuriken, I've actually had success with the Shuriken before. Because it does shit like that. I'm gonna take the generation. Take more Shuriken. Now, we're going to want range. Oh, and I just threw away a Shuriken there, son of a bitch. We're going to want range, and we're also going to up our crit chance. Because crit will make these bounce more, and then range will just make them a hell of a lot better. But what's great is, these are affected by melee damage. Take that, we'll lock out that. So aside from damage obviously having its effect on Shuriken, and range helping with how far out I can hit with, they're a melee weapon, is what they're considered as, even though you're throwing it. Because you're not using a projectile, you're using the actual weapon itself, is how I'm guessing they considered the weapon working, which is, you know, okay with me. We'll have throwing stars. Take some range on that one. Take you, and roll on. No, it's for an amount of range. We get the damage bonus, so. We have to, obviously, also up our damage. And there we are. We'll take more regeneration. Take some melee. Take some of that. Take some of that. Take some of that. Actually, we'll lock out that. Look at all those bounce. It helps me get a, I believe, the Shuriken can give a crit multiplier or modifier for you, having so many of them. I believe that's just because it's a precise weapon. I'd have to double check how it's listed in the menu when we get back to it at the end of this wave. In the shop pay. Yeah, it melee, but it also, yeah, crit chance. So we'll take you, we'll take you, we'll take you, we'll reroll you, and knock you out, and carry on. We now have a blue shuriken. A lot of power is going to come from the fact that these will bounce. And that will solve a lot of the enemy problem. So we want to kind of focus on leveling these up, getting them to do more damage, and keeping our crit nice and high with the attack speed up as well. And good amount of regeneration. Take some more range. Definitely want that, especially with the 20% chance to heal 1 HP whenever we do crit damage. That is fantastic. Lock you out. Lock you out. We don't need explosive damage, so we're not going to take it. Just going to waste material at this point. Attacking. Gotta keep the slaughter fast. But as you can see, we're actually doing pretty good against large amounts of enemies just because the bounce. The bounce is great. The bounce is fantastic. The only thing that'll be better is at the higher tiers, it bounces more. We will take more HP regeneration. We will actually grab some damage just to help keep it doing what it needs to do. Not seeing much in the way of the shop. And I don't want to lose damage, so I don't want to lose range itself. But having 3 blues will be very nice. When we start getting like purples and reds, that's when the magic will happen. Not like where our max HP sits at the moment. We'll need to find a way to fix that, because right now we are a paper tiger, a paper tank. A glass motherfucking canyon. Glass cannon, I know I said canyon. We're weak. Well, we're strong, but we're weak. We need to fix that. Setting aside the fairy will be good for regeneration, of course. And now that enemies are exploding, things just become slightly better. Because now one shuriken does a lot more work. Oh god, see? That's the problem with my health at the moment, is it's so stupid low. There we are. Take you, take you. Take you for the damage. Now we just gotta hope to survive. Nice crate. A little laser turtle only doing 20 damage per. As long as we can upgrade the shuriken more and actually get our health up, I believe this is one of those runs where we can get to 30. Just because we can keep bouncing the shurikens off things, dealing with multiple enemies, then exploding if we can have them also deal damage upon death, which is more controlled by our luck, because it feeds off the luck stat for the amount of damage it'll do. But there's options, like we got plays. We'll take that. Got a purple that'll bounce 3 times. Also does 17 damage. Because, fuck me, that's why. Oh, I should have took that critical chance glasses. See, the trick is here, it'll bounce off them, doing damage, so I won't have to necessarily worry if I'm hitting that big guy, because it'll at least bounce to or from the big guy. Does that make sense? God damn, that damage still hurts. I'd say aside from taking that damage, wave 11 was a pretty easy success. We won't take Scar again. We don't want to lose range. Upper critical. Take you, take you, take you, take you, take you. Lock out you for the regeneration. 2 purples, the rest are all blue. That's a pretty good spot to be in. We will be trying to get it, obviously, everything to red, or as many to red as we can. Love to get that all done. Done, dusted, and sorted. Now for the normal enemies, you know, our damage isn't too bad, as you can see. What it's going to come down to is the bosses, or any of the elites, or any of the buffed enemies from wave 16 onward. So we'll have to make sure we're good to go. Or 16 onward with the bosses, well, the boss on level 20 in mind. Wave 20, not level 20, wave 20, and then we got wave 30 again to worry about as well. Yes. 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 We can correct our speed. We'll take that just for the money. So every time we do a crit, kill, it's going to up our money. Good. Excellent. Very excellent. Just gotta keep weaving through. Our health is nowhere where I'd want it, especially without using Ghost Rod, that's for sure. We'll actually take that just so we have it from the, what's it called? The thing. We'll take the melee damage. We'll take that with the crits. We'll definitely want to take you, and we'll lock out you, and we'll lock out you. We'll lock out you. Oh yeah, the harvesting thing. Just because it's a tier 1, so I get regen from it for having it. Much as you can see will be instrumental. Our regen's actually pretty good. Could be better. Our health pool can definitely be very better, especially now we've got projectiles in. Another thing to dodge, essentially. But we'll keep using our shuriken to great result, or to great effect. I'm not getting too surrounded. I wish we could pick up all that loot off the ground that we miss out on every time. Not gonna be too butthurt about missing out on the tier 1 shuriken, especially when we're tier 2 on higher on everything else. Yeah, I could have condensed to grab it, but we can hope for a higher tier. We can hope for better. Definitely still loving this game, even after having everything unlocked, and the trials and tribulations we go through. Try to get to wave 30 here. Still loving this game. I like the challenge. I like seeing what I can build. I think maybe I should do a Vampire Survivors video just because I can usually get what I want from that game. Say no to you. Say yes to you. That's what I was holding out for. Holding it for a hero. So here's one of the big tests. Enemies are now getting buffed out to snot. We got criticals coming in left, right, and center. Helping grow our material amount. That was a lot of damage to take right to the face. Gotta be a lot more careful. Gotta be way more careful. Want a victory? I'm hungry. There we are, 500 material. We'll take Cute Monkey. Take more regen. Take you. Take you. Take you. I'm going to take a sip of the water. I encourage everybody to do so while you're watching these videos. Always drink water. Also, don't be afraid to like, hit the subscribe button. I know, Tim, English. Hit the subscribe button, then that bell notification icon. Make sure you're going to see these videos. Maybe leave some information in the comments like the audio was good or I'm ever so super sexy. Or, you know, your favorite way to have potatoes. Whether you boil them, mash them, or stick them in a stew. Leave that down in the comments. I'm a big fan of mashed potatoes myself. Also a fan of when they go through the deep fryer. Now, so far I'm thinking 20 is not going to be the issue. Of course, the fight is to get to 30 and complete it. And of course, why would anything be any different? Jeez. Okay, well, you know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how bad I am at this game. It is what it is. Feel like watching me live. Feel free to go over to twitch.tv/TheMightyTim. I stream there during the week, sometimes on weekends, mostly on weekends is what I do. You know. As always, though, don't add to the population, don't subtract from the population. Keep it between the white and yellow lines and keep the greasy side down. See you next time.